Jimmy Fallon's on Tyra. I think I just saw.
We're doing Jimmy Fallon.
Yes.
June 11th. We'll be on his TV show.
Yes.
You guys should do something nuts on his show.
Oh, just crazy, right?
Yeah.
We'll be lunatics.
Like bring one of those balls, like one of those little balls that you bounce around in your hands that goes through a concert, and just bounce it the whole time the show is going on.
Oh, that would be so crazy.
Yep. And draw like a fake dick on the ball.
All right, now it's getting better.
Why don't we just blow up a blow-up doll and do the same?
Oh, that's it. And then fuck it.
And then
right on stage.
Good morning. Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show.
Hello, everybody.
It's Jimmy Fallon Day.
Is that it? Whole day?
Yeah, let's call it Jimmy Fallon Day.
Yeah.
Actually, very excited.
I know. It's going to be fun.
We're taping Jimmy Fallon, I don't know what, in the afternoon?
Yeah, they do that tape in the afternoon thing, and then you get to hang out for hours before you watch it. And then you wonder if it looked good or sounded good or anything like that.
It's going to be fine. We had fun talking to the Jimmy Fallon people yesterday afternoon.
Yes, we talked to their peeps.
And we're going to be on the show with Betty White.
Betty White.
Let's try to make out with Betty White.
She'd probably do it. She's a goer, that Betty White.
Is she really?
Yeah, she's a pretty wild older woman.
Who's wilder, her or Cloris Leachman?
Well, I think they're both from the same school of thought, you know?
And the same show.
Yeah, Mary Tyler Moore. They're on that thing. And then an occasional, guest spot on Rhoda.
Rhoda sucked.
Rhoda.
Let's not date ourselves.
I'm Rhoda Morgenstern. All right, you're Jewish. We get it.
She had a big J on her forehead. We know.
With her schmata.
With the crazy 70s outfits.
Yeah.
Does she have headbands and stuff? And
Yeah.
Ugh.
And then her sister, Rhoda's sister, the fat one. Remember her?
Oh, right.
And I think she went on to, isn't that, what's
That's
her name?
Marge Simpson.
That's Marge Simpson's voice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that was Rhoda's sister on,
What's her name?
on Rhoda.
Marge. Or
Marge
something.
Simpson.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
voice?
Yeah.
Girl? Woman?
Girl.
Nancy Cartwright.
What?
No, that's not Nancy Cartwright.
Nancy Cartwright?
No, that's Bart!
Oh, yeah. My bad.
Don't make a mistake in this room. It's just Dan's just trying to offer some. Isn't that Nancy? You piece of shit.
Julie Kavner?
That sounds like her. That's her.
Yeah. Let's
That's
go with
her.
that.
See, I got confused.
Wow.
That's the one.
Why is a chick doing the voice of Bart Simpson? I never understood that. The first time we
that
met
high
Nancy
voice.
Cartwright out there in L.A., I'm like, you're Bart Simpson? I mean, this was
weirdest
before
thing.
most people knew that the voice of Bart Simpson was done by a woman.
Yeah.
It confused everybody. What? You're Bart Simpson?
By the way, Nancy Cartwright also was in the Twilight Zone movie as the sister of Anthony. Okay, Anthony. Whatever you need, Anthony. She was the one that was running through the cartoon character scene and then eating. Yeah.
That's a nice little
That was her.
factoid.
Little factoid for you.
And then she was in some sitcom that didn't go anywhere.
Pretty sure that
I
was her.
forgot the name of, but
Looks different.
whatever. The first answer today, Herman's Head.
Oh, God.
New bit. We just answer the stuff as we go along.
Yeah, I remember that movie.
Remember I said,
Show.
what's her name? I forgot her name. Nancy Cartwright.
Yeah.
Some sitcom, and I went, whatever. Look at that. The magic screen gave me the answer. Instead of instant feedback, this is now called the magic screen.
Was that Nancy Cartwright that was on Herman's Head?
Hell yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No.
I think it was another one
the
from
other
The
one.
Simpsons.
No.
Yeah, it was the one that
Julie-
it's Lisa. The one that does Lisa.
The one that does Lisa.
Oh,
Yes, and
Wait,
she
wait,
was in
oh, you're right.
Maximum Overdrive.
God
She was
damn it, you're right.
the bride in Maximum Overdrive, the Trucks movie, the Stephen King,
Right.
that horrible movie. Hey, bub. It was that one.
Oh, you're right. I'd give myself a boo, but for some reason, E-Rock felt like not setting up the instant replay today.
Aw.
Why would you set it up?
Yardley Smith.
Yardley Smith is
Yardley.
the answer. Okay, I knew it was a Simpson character in a sitcom.
Yeah.
It was the
Homer
one that did the
doesn't
voice
show
of
up in
Lisa.
anything, does he? He's just Homer.
Why would he?
Well,
He's got it made.
the other ones have been in all kinds of little things here and there.
Who makes the
about
most money
Homer?
on that show? That used to be a big controversy for a while.
They don't make all the same. Well, I mean,
I think Bart and Homer were neck and neck as far as getting paid the most.
Homer probably makes a
Is that
lot
show
more.
still on The Simpsons?
Sure.
Yeah.
It's the 20th year.
Original episodes too?
Yeah.
I tapped out a while ago.
A lot of people have.
Yeah.
A while ago, years ago, I do believe.
The writing has kind of evolved over the years.
Well, it's still very popular. People are still watching The Simpsons.
Apparently.
I'm more a Family Guy, South Park guy. Right?
South Park, I go in waves. Yeah, I have my ebbs and flows with South Park sometimes.
But when South Park is on.
Oh, yeah, that's what it is. You know, I don't watch them first runs. Sometimes I'll just watch them reruns and go, oh, my God, this is hysterical again. And then start watching it again. Yeah.
I just want the kids to grow up a little bit. They've been the same age for like 10 years.
I don't like when they age cartoon kids.
I love when they age the cartoon kids.
The only one that they aged well was when Fred was dreaming, Fred Flintstone, and Pebbles grew up and got married in the little church.
That was creepy.
Yeah, it was a creepy one. That was like a real creepy one.
Didn't it
but
snow and
stuff? Yeah, yeah.
Wasn't it snowing and they just made it?
Yeah, and he was like, Pebbles. It was all weird, and he looked in there, and the woman turned around. It wasn't Pebbles. And,
right.
And the aisle in the church started getting real long. It was like some kind of Max Payne fucking nightmare that Fred was having.
It was very dark, I remember.
Yeah.
As a kid, you're like, what?
That
what
was
are they
kind
doing?
of a creepy Flintstones episode.
And wasn't he crying because she was marrying one of the Boondocks?
No, I don't think that happened.
Dan Castellan. How do you say his name? Castellaneta or Nada, whatever.
Homer.
Homer was on Stargate.
What?
He guessed it on Stargate.
Oh, a guest spot on Stargate. Well, that's just because he was one of the.
You didn't get into Stargate, right?
No, the movie wasn't bad, but the TV show could not get into MacGyver doing.
I never
Stargate.
saw it. I think E-Rock's a fan of Stargate, right?
Of course he
Big
is.
time.
It's the Opie and Anthony show. You heard it in there. We're going to be on Jimmy Fallon tonight. We can't be more excited than we are right now, right?
Yes.
And on the phone, Jimmy Fallon.
Hey guys, what's up?
What's up, Jimmy? How
Fallon.
are you, buddy?
Thanks for having me on, man. I'll see you in a couple hours.
Are you kidding? Thanks for having us on.
Yeah, thanks for having us on.
Look at
my
that
friend.
mutual ass kissing we're doing here. That's great.
I never thought I'd see the day because I've been to a couple Jimmy Fallon tapings. And if you go through your archives, you'll see me in your audience with a hoodie on, looking very creepy because I didn't want to be involved with the pom-pom bit you guys were doing that night. It's a true story. It was when the March Madness was happening. You guys decided to go, root for
The Mocs.
Yeah.
They were the 16th seed, yeah.
And it was a good bit, but I went to the tape and I saw these pom-poms at my feet. I'm like, oh, no.
Like, no, I
No
don't do
fucking
it.
way, man. So if you look at the tape, you'll see me like just slumping down in my chair, hoping no one recognizes that I'm not doing the pom-pom bit.
Isn't it amazing when you're trying not to be called on like you're in school, but you're in your 40s?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And there's only like 50 seats. There's like, hey, is the Unabomber in the crowd?
I was one seat away from having to hold up like a card because you guys were spelling.
We tried to make it like a college rally.
Yeah, exactly.
For
Wow.
Tennessee, yeah, in our what do you call it? In our little studio.
That would have been screen capped, though.
It was screen capped. I think
I get it for you guys.
I think I put it on my Twitter actually, but man, you know what? Been to a couple tapings. I'm loving the show, Jimmy. Loving
Thanks so
it.
much. I appreciate it. I mean, I'm getting better as the goes are going on. I mean, now I'm like kind of coming into my own. I'm more relaxed. I mean, I didn't know how to host a talk show. I mean, it's all new for me. So
Yeah.
we're 62 shows in now. It kind of feels like home to me, and I feel really loose and comfortable. And it's like we're getting, the crowds are great, and we're getting great guests. And thank you guys for coming on tonight. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, what are we going
it'll
to
be a lot
talk
of fun.
about? Because we're really nervous.
Oh, my God.
That's what he wants to hear, right?
We just give one-word answers.
Yeah, we're really good at one-word answers, so you better have 50
perfect.
questions.
Isn't that the worst when people just go, yes?
If you just come on and just say one word. By the way, it's happened to me 1,000 times.
Oh, it
Where
is
it's
the
like,
worst.
and you have pre-interviews and you talk to people before they come on. They go, I got this great story about how I was water skiing, and then I ended up saving some kid's life. And then and then they come on the air and you go, so did you have I heard you had a crazy experience with water skiing? And they go, no, not really.
Yeah, what? No.
No, not really. No, I mean I saw a kid drown, but he's okay.
Yeah, everything's okay now. Next.
And you go, oh my god.
My God, I was hoping for about 5 minutes there.
Yeah, in your mind, that was supposed to eat up 5-7 minutes.
Oh my
now
god!
What?
Yeah, and when that doesn't happen, those minutes crawl by. But tonight we're gonna have a blast. It'll be good. We have Betty White is on the
Yeah,
show.
she's quite the card, isn't she?
Oh, I'm excited about Betty White.
Oh, she is. She's a wild one.
You know,
Yeah, she's good. She's going to be good. And then,
well, can I slow you down with the Betty White thing? You do that bit about licking stuff. Can we lick Betty White tonight?
Jesus Christ.
I mean, you want to lick Betty White?
Would she allow us to lick her?
She probably would.
Lick her hand, like when you shake it. Just lick the back of her hand. That's actually respect.
Well, Jimmy,
I mean, yeah, you should just do it backstage when you say hi to her.
Well, I was,
well, we could do that. I mean, I was thinking, too, because I'm going to challenge Betty White to beer pong.
For real?
And I don't know if you guys play beer pong, but if you want, maybe me and Betty White could team up against you guys.
Yeah, we could do that.
That'd be good. I love beer pong.
Really?
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Then you
Who
got
doesn't
too
play
much
beer
of an
pong?
advantage on me and Betty White.
Love that. It is pretty sick, though, like when you play beer pong and the ping pong ball goes under the refrigerator at someone's house and they dig it out and now it lands in the beer and you drink it anyway.
Yeah, of course.
It's an easy way to get swine flu.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know why you drink the beer with garbage floating in it, but only for beer pong.
Because beer kills everything.
And then you have that cup, like the wash-off cup. That's the dirtiest cup in the world.
Yeah.
You're just dipping a ping pong in water, and you go, hey, it's clean.
Yeah, now it's clean.
It's like, who thought of these rules? My grandma?
You can only play that drunk. You wouldn't drink that crap sober.
I would see that my grandma would cook stuff in the kitchen, and something would fall on the floor. She'd pick it up and, like, bless it to heaven or something, and then feed it to me.
Yeah. They do that, like, 5-second rule. If you drop it and you pick it up within 5 seconds, it's okay.
But you're so right. It's all these ping pong balls. Strangers are grabbing it with their fingers, throwing it, and you're just drinking the beer that the ball's landing in.
Yeah, you don't know the people. Usually it's over at someone's house. You go to some stupid party, and it's like, oh, what's going on in here? Oh, beer pong, man.
All right, I'm in.
And some guy's like picking his nose or his ass, and he's picking up the ping pong ball, and you're drinking the beer that the ball is floating in.
Can I spit the beer in your mouth?
Yeah, sure, man. It's beer pong.
What am I doing?
It's cool.
He just finger popped his girlfriend upstairs, and then it was his turn at the don't worry, we won't use that one on your show today, Jimmy. We understand TV's a little different.
That or not, yeah.
Yeah, right.
It's an interesting one. We should test the limits.
We could work out our appearance right now. I mean, what do you want to talk about tonight?
Yeah, right.
Well, you guys can do 2 songs off the new album.
Yeah,
right?
That's what we figured we would do.
Well, our pre-interview was great. We don't get to talk to you, but we get to talk to someone that sounded a lot like you.
He did. I was going to say
You noticed that?
I'm like, does Jimmy Fallon do his own pre-interviews?
I'm starting to think, wait a minute, I think this might be Jimmy. it was Rob, who we know over there, and
oh, I love that dude.
And now we're like, we did an hour on the phone. It went really well, but now we're wondering which of those things we're going to use.
Any of them. Who cares? Run the gamut.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, we'll have fun. Honestly, we'll make it like it's just fun and easy. And just know that, please, you have an open-end invitation. You can come today, you can come next week. So, I mean, just
every day.
Every single day, I want you to come on.
How uncomfortable would it be if these 2 psychos just showed up once a week?
That would be horrible.
Hey, look, we're doing an appearance. Can you plug it?
Just turn into whores.
And we're savvy because we had a really good Letterman appearance. And remember, they came right up to our dressing room. We want to book you immediately for like 3 months from now. We've never been back to David Letterman, Jimmy.
Yeah, right.
But they were so gung-ho, like, oh, we got to book that next appearance now.
Well, I can tell you right now, whenever you guys want to go, honestly, I'm huge fans, and you guys supported me.
We'll see how the first one goes.
The show was working and all that stuff.
Jimmy, I got
cool,
I got a great skydiving story, for real.
What?
Oh,
yeah.
You going to tell that tonight?
Yeah, ask me about it.
Yeah.
All right.
I've never gone skydiving. I'm afraid.
Setting you up.
I'm setting you up,
He's so
Jimmy.
setting you up.
Oh, I know. I totally. Yeah.
He would just be like, no, I never went skydiving.
I've never gone skydiving. I'm not stupid.
We should do that anyway, just for your fans, just for an inside joke.
Hey, is there a music guest tonight?
Yeah, we have Martha Wainwright is going to sing Edith Piaf song.
Very cool.
It's going to be really awesome. She knocks it out of the park, even if you don't know French. She sings it so good.
French.
That, it's a really, I don't know if you saw La Vie en Rose or that movie, but it's going to be amazing. She's
cool.
She's sick, and it's going to be a good show.
Know what I liked about your tapings? The Roots are just amazing. I didn't know much about the Roots before I went to the taping. I always heard of the band.
Yeah.
And then I looked them up on YouTube and stuff, and I'm getting into them a little bit, but it's just amazing what they do.
They're pretty talented. I mean, they're just, and they're like audiophiles. They just love music, and they just want to do anything, from whatever. They just want to challenge or just like play. And like, I don't know what they're going to play when you come out. Who knows? Probably. Any guesses?
Is there a song called "These Guys Are a Bunch of Dicks"?
I don't think that's serious.
No, that must have been a B-side.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, no, but they came out. I think it was a tuba. The guy,
Damon. Yeah, he's on
yeah, and he turned the tuba into like a hip hop thing.
It's crazy.
How the fuck do you do that?
It's like, dude, I can't see you in 50 years playing that.
No.
It's like he's going to be crushed. I mean, he weighs 50 pounds.
Yeah.
And he's dancing around like it's nothing. It's so exciting when he comes to the show. I think, even if I'm like, the roots are phenomenal.
Yeah, they get you pumped up.
They get you pumped up. It's like, oh man, they're so excited, and they're just like they love playing. And we had Paul Simon on last week.
Yeah.
And they they sang Late in the Evening with Paul Simon.
Oh wow, very cool.
It was so good. It was like, and we had Antibalas, who was this horn section from Brooklyn. And they blew it away. It was the best version I've ever heard. It was so much fun. Like people just couldn't. It was just we're so rocking.
That's very cool.
Can we use your guest booker?
Yeah.
God, you get some really good guests.
Yeah,
we got good bookers. Yeah, I mean, we got some good guests coming up. We got Sonic Youth is coming on.
Oh wow.
Iggy Pop, Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
Cameron Diaz coming back.
When's Tiger in?
Tiger's coming on the 25th.
Oh, wow.
That's a good one.
Jimmy,
yeah.
If you could get me an autographed Tiger Woods golf ball, I will. I'm yours forever.
How's he going to sign something so small?
They do it, though. I don't know.
You know what's so weird? Like, with all the dimples on the ball, I could sign that.
Yeah. TW, here,
It would look like a real legible autograph.
No, that would look really bad.
Good point.
Yeah.
The one thing I want to mention, we mentioned it in the interview yesterday, we're all Twitter guys, and what I appreciate about you is you're still tweeting like crazy. I thought now that, you found your legs and the show is very successful, you would have faded out of that whole thing, but you're still keeping all your followers right there with you. I think that's cool.
Oh, you're a good man. You know what? I don't think I ever followed you guys, because I don't think, Anthony, were you ever on Twitter?
Oh, yeah, I'm on there. I don't pump it as much as Opie pumps his.
Yeah, we do different
tell
things.
You the truth.
Yeah. Send me tweets now, and then I'll start following you guys.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, do that.
Are you kidding me? You're Jimmy Fallon, at Jimmy Fallon, my friend.
Yeah, it's fun. It's just, I don't know what it is. It's an ego thing. Like people need to hear more of me. Give me a break. But it's like you just type in something, you go like, hey, I think this is cool, or check out this, or, we're doing this in the show, or, I don't send out that many.
I'm the Twitter guy. I have to tweet, with a picture. Like, I can't just do text.
No,
it's got to have a picture with it.
At this point,
they're more fun with
At this point, I get disappointed if I'm following someone and they don't have a picture. I'm like, with their update, I'm like, I don't want to do anything, just reading.
Cooking dinner for the kids. All right. Show what you're cooking.
I don't need a photo, though. I have interesting. I'll tweet sometimes, like I was at a diner and my eggs were runny, so I wrote, my eggs are runny, and I put an exclamation point. People wrote back, like, wow, that's interesting. What happened?
You're an ass. They love that. See, that's a great one.
All right.
You can frame that.
Jimmy, because our fans are dicks. The first one that says, ask me about skydiving tonight, that's me.
Okay, good.
I just tweeted, but now you're going to get about 1,000 of those from you're going to see how big our fan base is now.
I hope he gets more than 4. How embarrassing would that be?
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Please tweet that now so we look good, guys.
No.
Okay, got it.
But
I got it right now. I'm going to follow you now. I'm on my iPhone.
That's right. But why are you tweeting as Jim Norton at Twitter, Ope? That's so bizarre.
I don't do that.
I actually follow you, Jimmy. I don't think I follow any celebrities other than yourself.
You were the first celebrity I started following.
It's not. I mean, thank you, by the way, for doing that. I don't want. It's like I don't want to make it a thing. Like, a lot of the other celebrity things are like, hey, you got to do this. It's serious. What's going on? Let's break 1 million. Let's do this. And it's like I don't use it for that reason.
No. Yeah, just kind of enjoy doing it.
It's just a goofy
entertainment
thing. I'm not taking it seriously at all.
I only follow 3 celebrities: Jimmy Fallon, Chris Cornell, because he was on the show and he was so cool. I'm like, I got to start following him.
I like it, dude.
And Kevin Smith.
Oh,
yeah, I follow
funny
Kevin
dude too.
And I think that's it.
You know who follows me?
Huh?
Oprah.
No.
Really?
Yeah, I'm one of the 10 people she follows.
Well, that's
got to be
cool.
nerve-wracking.
And I've got some direct messages from her. Like, she sends me DMs on it.
There is some pressure when you look at who follows you and
yeah.
go, uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
You
boy,
go,
now I got to be on my game. I got to be on my Twitter game.
It'd be funny if Oprah started taunting you. Do you call that interesting? Started attacking you on your Twitter.
Making fun of you with how much money she makes.
Yeah, so we just talked about like how
She tweets a photo of herself just in a bundle of cash, shrugging.
we tweet about how different our vacations are.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I'm on a yacht. I'm like, I'm on a hammock.
Yeah.
It's close.
She's in Honolulu in like the Four Seasons, and you're in Ronkonkoma.
I'm in Lake George.
Yeah, doing some stand-up on your downtime. Jesus.
I'm doing Bonnaroo this weekend.
Are you?
For real?
You guys been to Bonnaroo before?
Bonnaroo is this weekend?
did.
I've
Yeah,
always
a
wanted to
year
go to
already.
Bonnaroo.
I did that last year. I did sex there. That's this weekend.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude.
How was that, Jim? Was it fun?
Yeah, it's a little weird. Do you know if your shows are during the day or at night?
During the day.
It's like you'll get a lot of people who come in just to get out of the sun. But I mean, you're different though. No, but I mean, like they don't even know there's a comedy show. But I'm sure you'll have them all there to see you. But they're great. I mean, they're actually really nice crowds. There was no aggressiveness. I was surprised at how good they were.
Was it? And you're in a tent? Am I in a tent?
Yeah. And actually, one of the few air conditioned places. So the shows are always full, and I enjoyed it.
Oh, good. Yeah, it's gonna be me and Wayne Fetterman.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
We're doing that, but it's and then I think Saturday night is Bruce Springsteen.
Springsteen is doing Bonnaroo this year?
Yeah, Springsteen's Bonnaroo. I think Sunday they're closing it out with Fish.
Wow. Hey,
But yeah, Springsteen Saturday night.
speaking of your stand-up, I noticed because I follow you on Twitter that on weekends you're doing stand-up all over the country, or is that just every once in a while?
Yeah, like every other week I do it. I do like I have like this week I'm doing Bonnaroo. Next weekend I have off.
How do you keep up that schedule with the TV show?
I just don't pay attention. I just like it's just something I have to do. I just want to make the show work. I want to do whatever I can to get out there and just like not listen to anything. Just keep moving. Then there's a Rolling Stone gathers no moss, I guess.
Well, it's got to help with the thing too, because you're out, you're performing. I mean, obviously, Letterman was a stand-up. Leno was such a big stand-up. It really helps to be able to do that with monologues and all that stuff to keep yourself fresh if you want to just go out and work on stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. And then it's like. It's also like, you know, you have to do these events now and then, you know, just because you're on NBC, like some executives, like, you got to host this thing, and you go, okay, and like those are the hellest gigs. Or the worst
Oh,
gigs.
yeah, really, an executive coming up saying, this is going to be a good one. You just know it's going to be awful.
It's just brutal.
The same guy you have
you're
to...
in like a ballroom in a hotel, you're like, wow.
Oh, man.
You were eating, you can hear like silverware.
The clinking and clanking of silverware on plates.
And there's like waiters walking around, like serving, talking to people, like, would you like more coffee? No, you wouldn't? Oh, you do. You want
God
pizza?
damn, that's
and they're
terrible.
having conversations. And I'm doing my stupid joke about like, hey, you guys go to the movies?
Oh,
my God.
Yeah.
It's brutal. But I mean, there's got to be. I mean, Jim, has there a book written about hell gigs? There has to be.
I don't know, actually. There was some comic that wrote something recently. I've talked about hell gigs in my two bestsellers, but I mean, they're not specifically about hell gigs. I'm sure there's something out there though.
That would be a great read.
Yeah.
It's like the worst gigs ever.
Didn't Seinfeld write a book actually about bad gigs? I think Seinfeld had something to do with a book.
familiar, like someone actually did this.
They rejected my story, which is why I actually wrote my own book. My story was too weird, I think.
What happened in your gig?
It was a sexual story that involved myself and Bob Levy and Jim Florentine, not with each other, but it was just really creepy. And I think Seinfeld probably looked at it and went, no, and they just rejected it.
What's the deal with that?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what he actually said. That's weird.
Hey, congratulations on the Webby. That's pretty big these days,
Yeah.
right?
I was really excited about that. I got Webby Person of the Year, where you're only allowed to say 5 words in your acceptance speech.
Really?
Yeah, so it's tricky for a comedian because you can't just go for the laugh, really. I mean, it's just people have done everything. Because I think like 800 people win these awards every year. So people have done the thing where, like, I would like to thank, and then walk away. You go, oh, boy.
What did you do?
I said, I got up to Cameron Diaz gave me the award. I was all excited, but then I went up and I said, thank God Conan got promoted.
Wow, 5 words.
That's a good one.
That's
perfect
5 words.
But I mean, I had another one that I was going to sing. I had like a boombox, and I was going to do a whole big thing. I'm like, I'm not going to swing that hard.
Why work up a sweat?
It's an epic miss. I can't do it. So I was like,
yeah.
But it was pretty fun, man. It was like, it moves fast. It's like, you know, everyone's just kind of there to just say, like, I don't think they take it that seriously. They're more like respect each other. Like, hey, good job.
Yeah,
You did good, and it's like, just get up, say 5 words, and leave. It's pretty fun.
That is a pretty brilliant way to run an award show. Like, who can say the most interesting 5 words? I mean, that's actually a really interesting way to do it.
Smart.
Yeah, Lorne Michaels had a good one. He won like some Lifetime Achievement or something like that last year, and he said 5 words are not enough.
Wow, it's great.
I like that one. And then Stephen Colbert won last year, and he said, me. And Sarah Silverman, this year she won, and she said, I want to say like, all right, did the Holocaust happen?
Yes. Wow. Wait, that's only 4 words.
Wait, then she said yes.
Oh, okay.
And then ended with yes.
At least she answered it.
Yeah, she answered her own question. But it was like, it's like people go up and they got to do their own, you try it. It's definitely her style.
Were any awful, though? Like, did any have any that, like, were supposed to be, like, cutting edge that just kind of, like, yuck?
Oh, yeah, there's so many. There's one that was like, someone said 6 words.
Oh, you can't do that.
Yeah, it got booed. People booed. Like,
yeah.
What? This is a night. This is an outrage. Can't say 6 words. I'm walking out. This is anarchy. But yeah,
rules.
Just, it's like all the same jokes. Like, I would like to thank, or I'm going to make this short.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. But it's like people have just seen it already, so it's like, you kind of feel bad.
Yeah, they should up it to 10 words or something, because 5 words just doesn't.
That's tough.
Yeah,
that's
I like
that's
that.
the beauty of it. Sure.
Or 1 word.
Speaking of words, when you tweet, do you feel like you have to use all 140 characters?
No. I keep it. Sometimes I run, like when I first started Twitter, I used to just delete spaces and just have one run-on word.
Oh, yeah.
And that's just obnoxious.
You really do have to edit yourself and always put the picture before your text. Because the link actually takes up some of the text.
Oh, just so you know how much.
Yeah,
you
so
got left.
I've written a whole thing and then posted the picture, and oh my God, now half my text is gone, and I got to start Xing off very important words.
Yeah. Well, do you guys have the iPhone or no?
Yes.
Of course.
I got the BlackBerry.
No, iPhone rules.
I know I'm starting to lose the battle.
I'm getting the new iPhone on Wednesday, the 17th.
You're getting it 2 days early.
On the show, it's going to be sick.
Damn it.
Is that just because you have a show? Stupid question, guy.
I love the iPhone, man.
We're gonna talk about it on the show and just see. I don't know if I'm actually gonna get one, but I'm just gonna hold one.
I can't function without it. Like, it's now my tricorder communicator. It's like everything. The apps. I barely use it as a phone. It's just everything else that's on
it doesn't work as a phone.
Yeah, right. Well, of course, it's no signal ever.
Yeah, it's a terrible phone. But
yeah, but who uses?
It's a great thing.
Yeah, it's a great thing.
But who uses a phone for a phone these days? When your phone actually rings, doesn't it seem weird now?
Yeah, you go, what the heck is this?
I always do that. As I'm taking it out of my pocket, I go, who the hell is this?
Yeah, why can't you just text me?
Text.
Email.
Text me, please. I don't have time to talk.
It's all about talking. What is that?
What do you use? Do you use Tweety?
Tweety. Yeah.
Yep.
Tweety's the way
Tweety
to go.
seems to be the best one. There's a lot of the apps on the iPhone that work better than the actual, if you go on a full-size computer and go to the site and try to do it. They kind of, pared it down really nice.
Yeah, because I was going to say, like, you can add the photo and it doesn't take your characters on Tweety.
Oh shit! Maybe we don't use Tweety.
Hold on.
I'm writing that down.
What the hell is this?
Yeah.
Why the hell wasn't I told about this?
Exactly.
What the hell's going on?
I use Tweety.
I use Tweety.
It does eat the little characters, Jimmy.
Oh, it does?
I think so. Yeah,
I think so.
I know.
Maybe you might
I'm
have
wrong.
the new and improved Tweety, perhaps.
Maybe you use
maybe you got the special celebrity account with
Celebrity
Twitter.
Tweety.
But as we debate Tweety, like, can you? I want to know how many people are aiming their cars right now for like a bridge or anything.
Shut up.
I have to disagree about your Tweety assessment. Crash.
Where's that abutment?
I couldn't think of that word, so I said bridge.
Yes, of course.
That was good.
Held up by an abutment.
I know I'm an idiot.
Hey, Jimmy, all our listeners are comedy writers.
Oh, yeah, good.
Going with that 5-word thing, somebody came up with the cure for cancer is.
That's great.
Oh, okay.
Huh?
Yeah, there's a cliffhanger, Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a pretty good one.
Not bad.
The cure for cancer is... And then you realize you're out of words.
Yeah.
And then people would go, okay, look, we'll give you more words. Please tell us. and then you don't have
what
it. So
yeah.
Someone is saying
you just look silly.
Someone else is saying, "Great, you guys are wasting all your material, now, and when it comes to tonight, you're gonna have nothing to talk about."
Believe me, we'll just rehash the same
Betty
crap
White.
we're doing right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna lick Betty White.
Betty White.
I'm doing the lick Betty White
We
bit.
could do
tonight.
that for 10 minutes.
That would be
It would be gross.
I've never seen Betty White interviewed. I guess she's a great interview. I mean, she's hilarious. The Golden Girls, and she was on Mary Tyler Moore.
She's not as prim and proper as she comes across on a lot of shows.
Dirty girl, right?
Yeah. A lot of
edgy.
A lot of the women from that whole era, Cloris Leachman, and they just had this dirty, filthy side to them. That, very dirty jokes and things like that.
Oh, I can't wait. It's going to be a fun show tonight. And I want to thank you guys for coming on. It's going to be fun.
No,
Thanks
thank
for
you,
having
Jim.
us.
And Jim, you got to come on
Jimmy.
soon.
Thank you, man. Who's on tomorrow? How uncomfortable would it be if I just showed up with my calendar and really started started trying to book through you directly? Jimmy, come on!
You said, Jimmy. You said.
I'll call you today. We'll get a date for you because I'd love to have you on, please.
Thanks, of course. I'd love
the
to.
whole King of Comedy.
Yeah.
Thing with Fallon.
Now, Jimmy,
Jimmy.
I thought I'd come on the show. Ma, I'm trying to do this now.
If I have a list of demands like Tiger Woods, and I want the same green room and the same treatment, you're an ass. No one knows you.
You will.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Jimmy, we'll see you tonight.
Mm-hmm. See you tonight, guys. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely,
we're
man.
loving it.
We do.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun times.
Well, a blast. Thank
Thanks
you.
so much.
Thank you, Mr. Fallon.
All right, guys. Thanks again.
All right,
See you,
man.
man.
Bye. Jimmy Fallon, everyone.
Is Jimmy Fallon?
He just works with this show.
Yeah.
He can just go with the flow. I love that.
And there's someone that's actually, like, they didn't give him the gig, and he's just kind of sitting there going, all right, we'll see how this works. Like, that's out there making this work,
Right.
A lot of guys get fucking lazy. They just plop him in the seat and, hey, well, it didn't work. What do you want from me?
No, he's a hard worker.
Out there doing, like, comedy and shit. And then I could just imagine these corporate guys coming up and going, yeah, we got this great opportunity. I think it'll be good for the show if you go to this corporate gig we got going on. And
Most of the guys we talk to, though, they say the corporate gigs, they hate doing them, but the money's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Right, Jimmy?
Yeah, I don't. Well, I never get booked at them.
yeah, you're too filth-ridden.
Hey, Steve, could you? Dave is here, so let's tell Steve to grab him.
Oh, don't you have a clean set that you can throw at these people?
Nah, I mean, I can do a few minutes on.
Use your old original set.
Yeah.
With Chunky Monkey.
You know, why don't we do this? Because
Yeah.
David Tell's walking down the hall. Why don't we do one quick break, Danny? Take some leaks, reset, so we could, have a solid hour with David Tell next. Does that sound good?
All righty.
All right, cool. Let's do that. Opie and Anthony. David Tell walks into the studio and begins beating us up.
Of course. What a little love circle jerk there with Jimmy on the phone with your tweets and other techno babble.
Yeah, we were talking about tweeting and
Tell was totally disgusted.
we're still in that zone where we're just happy to be here.
What about writing it on a piece of parchment, handing it to a slave, and hoping for the best? Huh? What happened in the old days? Am I right?
Let's get the show on the road.
Why is everything so loud?
All right. Well, we made the effort. We showed up. Take it easy. We'll see you Monday.
How bad do you want to go home right now?
Oh, my God.
How bad do you want to go home?
Do I want to be home immediately?
I can't even front.
Oh, thank you, Danny.
I even did some of that drinking last night.
Yeah, a little bit.
Did a little of that drinking.
Here you go, sir. Could find a wall socket, I guess, over there by the table.
No,
Sorry, just having to convey that my phone needs a charging.
Ah.
Yeah, it was sitting out all night.
Yeah,
Like me.
Yeah, we did the Jimmy Fallon thing. Then we decided to go downtown and celebrate a little bit with some food.
Nice.
And some wine. And a shitload of desserts.
Oh, yeah.
Jimmy was calorie counting his ass off. Norton went with us. And he's the one that's not here yet. And he wasn't doing any of that drinking.
No.
What the fuck?
There is no way he was calorie counting. It was a mess.
Yeah, I know.
The table was covered with dessert.
It was awesome. They treated us nice.
After we ate our faces off, the entire table was covered with like every kind of dessert. And Jimmy kept yelling at everybody. He was like, "Give me that!" You'd be shoveling half of it off onto your plate. And he'd be, "Hurry! Give me that. Is that a banana?
He was panicking, and then I think he finally said, all right, no calorie counting today.
Yeah, he was done with it.
Absolutely, but I don't know. I don't know what it was, but I had so much effing fun yesterday.
That was great.
I usually panic my ass off when it comes to TV. I don't really. I think a lot of people know I don't really like doing TV.
It was fun, man.
But it was a lot of fun. The people at Jimmy Fallon ruled.
Yeah.
My God. And then the night ends with Anthony Michael Hall. What was that about?
It annoyed me.
Why?
Well, because Anthony Michael Hall was sitting at the table, I guess, kind of next to behind us.
Yeah, we had a booth, and then he was the booth right there.
And I hear, Jimmy! And Norton turns around, and he goes, hey, tips his head, he gives a wave, he gets right up and walks over to somebody. I'm like, oh, someone, a fan.
Sure.
Must know Jimmy. And there it is, Anthony Michael Hall, shaking Jimmy's hand. They're giving a little hug.
I was starstruck.
I'm like,
that guy's been in some great effing movies, man.
Damn, Anthony Michael Hall is a Jimmy Norton fan. And, whenever celebrities know Jimmy, I get annoyed.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had to ask Jimmy, I'm like, Jimmy, could you get, like, him to take a picture with me? I turned it to Norton.
But he knew us.
Yeah,
the problem is we do radio, so we're not recognizable.
I know. No, he absolutely knew who we were.
Got to do a little more of that TV thing.
Yeah, apparently.
Just a little bit.
But it was awkward because he knew Jimmy and kind of was buddy with Jimmy there.
Yeah.
And I wanted a picture, so I had to ask Jimmy to get me a picture with him.
That was cool, though.
He was like, all right, are we leaving now? Okay, I'll go over and... All right, Jimmy.
Yeah, what's up, E-Rock?
Doesn't he hate you guys?
No, there was a whole issue with a booking.
Well, no. The story goes really fast. When we did our Sex for Sam, which got us fired, they actually put us on the air the next day.
Yeah,
and
Anthony
Michael Hall was scheduled to be on our show, and the controversy already hit the news everywhere. And he didn't think it was good for his reputation.
They pulled
they pulled him from our show, basically. He had nothing to do with that.
Yeah, but I've known over the last 5 years he's also canceled any time we've tried to book him, too.
Oh, really?
He'd pass on us.
I think it's his peeps because apparently Jimmy and he himself said that, he wants to come on the show and give him a call. And he'll come on. I'd love to have him on.
Yeah,
he's done some great movies. I like the Dead Zone TV show was very good.
It was weird. The night started. We tweeted our ass off, but
oh yeah,
the night started with that picture that E-Rock put up on my Twitter.
I couldn't stop laughing at this.
I walked up to.
Oh my God! Look, you're pointing.
He thought it was a gun. He looked down like all freaked out.
It would have been funny if you did.
Yeah, I pull up to the big Jimmy Fallon taping. I'm getting ready to go inside, and Blagojevich is outside.
Blagojevich.
What was he? He was the mayor?
No, he was the
governor of Illinois. Excuse me. A little bigger job.
And then when Obama left to become the president, the open seat, he was trying to sell it, right? Allegedly.
And, it's Lego hair guy.
Yeah.
And he was just standing outside NBC.
How'd you recognize him?
For real.
Well, he's been on everything. I know, but you know something? I am terrible with that.
You wouldn't recognize that guy.
I would have looked at him and gone, I know him from somewhere, but I wouldn't have known it was Blagojevich.
Yeah. No, I recognize him right away, and a lot of other people. And then we did a little reconnaissance, and it turns out he had no reason to be at NBC. He was just hanging out, hoping to get recognized.
He is a
for
publicity
real.
hound.
Standby tickets. Just waiting on line.
With Pat from Munaki?
Oh.
I didn't get in.
Oh, he was telling everybody his story as we were walking into NBC. He's standing there with his little rejection ticket, and he's like,
Pat or Blagojevich? Yeah, I felt so bad.
I know. We were trying to get Pat into the taping last night, but it didn't work. Oh, well.
But now, Blagojevich, so you went up to him and just said, hey, could I get a picture with you?
Yeah, he was excited.
And who took the picture?
My girl.
On
the Blackberry.
Right, the Blackberry. He was all excited that you recognized him.
But then there was like a paparazzi or something there. And all of a sudden, maybe it wasn't a paparazzi, but it was a paparazzi type camera.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, this guy gives the camera to my girl. And she's now taking like 1 million pictures for everybody. They were just taking turns getting pictures with Blagojevich. So.
Yeah, he's kind of the clowny guy to get a picture with now.
And I was
goofy. Just wander Manhattan looking.
And for the ridiculous haters that have to pick on everything, I purposely misspelled his name on my Twitter because how the fuck do you? I could have looked it up, but I was just like, "Fuck!" I think it sounds kind of like this, and then I threw a few Z's and stuff in there just to be silly.
Who could just spell? Who cares? Who could spell it?
Yeah, E-Rock was in the audience for the Jimmy Fallon taping.
Yes, he was.
He was telling me a few minutes ago that basically the studio audience was not from this country.
Yeah.
Which doesn't fare well for an Opie and Anthony appearance.
No, apparently they were all from...
where were they from, E-Rock?
Other lands.
There were groups from... Well, the biggest group was from Canada. But there was Argentina and Spain.
Ah, that was good.
Oh, we're really big in Argentina and Spain.
Representing.
We need an East Coast audience is what we need. Hey, there you go. There's the desserts.
Oh, the desserts.
But
cotton candy came to the table. Ooh,
that was.
And then Jimmy started talking. He pulled it up all fluffy on top, the cotton candy, and then started asking it questions that he would ask Kenny because it's the same texture as Kenny's hair. So he was talking to the cotton candy. We were laughing and laughing.
Yeah, it could have been the wine talking.
God.
Well,
not with Jimmy, but.
And then
but he's not here.
He's the one that doesn't drink at all. And then I had stupid acid reflux keeping me up all fucking night. What the hell did I eat?
We ate a lot.
Yeah, we did eat a lot.
A lot of crap, too. That picture looks like the website we were looking at yesterday.
Mm-hmm. This is whyyourfat.com.
Yes.
Yeah, I liked all those desserts. Wow, they cut the shit out of the appearance.
Yeah.
Right after the taping was over, Fallon leaned over and goes, "Guys, that was only supposed to be 7. That was about 10 or 11."
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm going to do because I liked all of it.
I know. We were sitting there like, oh, no, they're going to have to cut.
And we could say this because there's a few people going, they haven't seen the appearance yet, but Anthony had a unbelievable line to end the entire thing. Jimmy Fallon gave me a tweet late in the night and said, "Got to tell you, Anthony's line was line of the interview. Had to cut it.
Had to cut it.
Had to cut it."
Yeah.
You basically made a Joy Philbin pussy joke. You were talking about
when you put it that way.
You were talking about Regis Philbin's wife's pussy.
Yeah.
In such a way, honestly, that they could have kept it in, by the way.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't dirty or anything.
No. It was that old game you used to play as a kid.
Slip your fingers.
Where you put your hands together, like you're clapping, then you spread your fingers, then one guy goes sideways.
One guy goes straight up and down. You interlock them now.
Right.
In between the ring finger and the middle finger.
Right.
And then the one guy opens up his hand, and it looks like a little pussy.
Right. And then you made some comment that it looked like Joy Philbin's
pussy
or something.
And
they cut that line, Jimmy.
Cut it,
Jimmy has arrived.
Jimmy just shook his head.
And they should have left it in, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
so that wasn't dirty or anything.
I did that thing with my wife recently.
Yeah, huh?
And she laughed at me. She goes, "That doesn't look like a pussy."
Of course it doesn't.
And I go, "Well, if you're 10, it does." When we were doing that, what the fuck did we know?
I know. It was all fun and games.
Did they cut anything else?
But they
had to. They had to knock it down 3 minutes. So some of the silly radio talk we were talking about, like all the dumb things radio shows do.
They didn't have.
I'm trying to think what else. What else they cut? E-Rock, you know.
Yeah, it was most of the first couple minutes when he came
the
out
driving
there.
into work and all that.
Oh,
which
right.
was pretty
There's
good.
another one. Yeah. They
cut out. You talked about the driving into work. They cut out me going through the laundry list of dumb stuff radio guys do.
Yeah, they had a.
They cut out your Joy line.
Joy.
It's so weird.
Did they leave the C-bomb?
Yeah. They left C-bomb.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And
did they leave the fight with the Roots?
The Philadelphia joke did not go over well with most of the audience.
But they left the Philadelphia. Did they leave? I'm not sure if. I'm not sure. Now, because that was right when I came into the room, and I was running, and I clicked the TV on, and that's the part that was on. So I was like, I wasn't able to really catch it.
You were
if
too
the
busy?
whole thing went through.
Were you too busy to watch yourself?
Yeah, I was out with Keithy.
I went right to bed.
No, I was out. I was a bad boy. I stayed out.
What time did you get home?
I don't know. No, I got home. So it was about. It was kind of getting through our appearance there. So time was that 1.
Right.
I got back to the room sometime.
I want to know how
1-ish.
I want to know how they ended the whole thing because you had the killer line about Joy Philbin's twat, and then I leaned over to you and I went, "Well, there's our out."
Yeah. You said there's our out.
So I don't know how did they get rid of that line too? They must have.
I said I think for good.
Yeah,
and that was it.
Where's do we have a copy of it?
It's coming.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. All right.
It's coming.
Somebody's saying there were 3 obvious edits. Let me go to Devin in Canada.
Oh, okay.
Jimmy, we learned that the audience was from Spain and Argentina.
And then some Canadians. That was where the audience came from.
Yeah, which lucky for you guys is the demo.
Yeah. We always look for
we wanted
Spain, Spanish, and Argentinians.
We were talking to the Jimmy Fallon people. We're like, look, let's stack the audience with O&A fans, man. You'll get a hell of a reaction, or we will.
But now I'm surprised we got reactions.
Yeah,
with an audience like that.
Devin, what's going on?
Hey, boys.
Hey, man.
Yeah, a lot of Canadians, the hip ones, they know who you are.
Yeah.
3 really shitty edits actually. Like
really?
It just jumped out. But the last line was the Regis imitation, but not anything about Joy.
It was talking about the gay guys on his show.
Yeah, it was the American Idol, and then boom, and then just that obvious cut and out. Time's up, gotta go.
Yeah,
man, we had. I hate to say it, but we had a great ending. I mean,
that was good.
And
that
then
was a
the
good
silly
ending.
joke was, I look like I belong in Philadelphia, and then the Roots, and then that was good. I thought that was funny.
Did they show Ant going when the Roots got mad? Did they show Anthony going? No, I mean the movie, not the city.
Yeah,
that's great.
I mean the movie.
It was good. And you guys came out, and Opie, you were all nervous and something about walkers and old people and walkers with brakes, and then a laugh, and then Opie goes, the walkers with the brakes.
Oh yeah, I was just.
You repeated the
just
like the show,
just like the radio show.
Yeah, Ant goes with the brakes, and then there's a laugh, and then when the laugh comes out, I don't know. What were you thinking about, Opie, when you were up there?
What were you thinking about?
Oh, I don't know. I was thinking that maybe there's 1 million people looking at us right now.
What about the walkers with the brakes?
You know what happened?
That is funny because we do that constantly on the show.
I had that line in my head, so I was just waiting for my turn to say it, but I wasn't really listening. And then Anthony said it, so it fucks it all up.
Something about the handbrakes.
Oh,
I didn't even realize that. Holy shit!
You got me sweating. Thanks, bro.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, it was all great. It was great, boys.
Cool. Thank you, bro.
Okay.
All right. Let's say hi to Robin in Detroit. Robin.
Good morning, guys.
Hi.
You guys were great last night. And Anthony, when you yelled, "Shut up!"
Oh, good. That made it.
It made it. I rebounded like 10 times. It was just you guys were.
It's
great.
always a good thing to do is to tell your audience to shut up.
Yeah, well, and we hear you say it all the time, but to see you just go like, "Shut up!"
I know.
Well, because they were groaning.
Yeah, they started groaning, and it's such a. I mean, everyone gets a groan. I think not everyone, but a lot of people get a groan during talk shows, like that, and they just kind of look at the audience and go, oh, "What? Oh, really?" I'm so used to yelling "shut up" at the listeners on this show that I just decided to yell "shut up" without even thinking about it. And you probably shouldn't tell the audience to shut up.
It was great though; it worked. It was you guys
shut up.
Good
for them.
It was you guys being you guys.
Yeah, that was fun. Yes.
Your hair looked marvelous yesterday.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, you look very handsome.
You got to understand that
most my noggin.
Most of us saw Anthony's hair for the first time because he's back to a hat today.
That was the big debut. Well, because I had a bedhead again.
We were all amazed by how it's growing in. You can't even make fun of it.
And it's only 6 months.
You can't even make fun of it.
The 1 year mark is the biggie.
Trust me, I wish we could. I wish we
fuck with it.
I wish we could make fun of it, but you know what? We can't.
I told
Thank
Anthony
you.
before he went out how much it would make me happy if they were on panel, and
All right.
the hot lights, all of a sudden Anthony's hair started melting like taffy on his head.
Yeah, for some reason, Jimmy wanted my hair to melt under the lights, and I thought that was hysterical.
Like it was warm, like chocolate ice cream on it.
It's hair. Why would it melt?
That's the beauty of it. It shouldn't.
It shouldn't, but in Jimmy's head, it was melting.
Hey, guys.
Yeah. Yep.
The Penguins are getting their asses kicked tonight by our Detroit boys.
Oh, shit!
Here it comes.
They're going down.
I gotta say, go Pens. I'm sorry, Robin.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
But
fuck them. We're going to kick their ass tonight.
I'll be watching Game 7 somewhere. Maybe at F.H. Riley's tonight. I think there's a little gathering there. 400 New York Avenue in the heart of Huntington Village.
Apparently.
All right. Your Pens are going to lose, but that's all right.
All right, Robin. Thank you.
Try. Okay, bye.
Thank you. Bye. Robin, good call. Eric from Long Island writes, Opie wasn't nervous. He was imagining how much cum it would take to fill Jimmy Fallon's studio.
That's a lot of cum. He's got a big studio. We were all psyched about that, too. I was really freaking out about that whole thing. And I don't know if a lot of people can relate. I mean, I don't know how many people have been on talk shows, but it's that was the original Tonight Show studio from when Johnny Carson was in New York.
Which goes way
back. Before he went to L.A., he did the show in New York. So they had a poster up, a big picture in the green room of Carson and Ed McMahon and Nancy Sinatra.
You mean the picture I tweeted last night,
yes.
Anthony?
Yes. And then there's Jerry Lewis, Dean Martin, and Tony Curtis.
Oh, that is Tony Curtis, right
on stage at the Tonight Show, and it was just to be sitting there. Obviously, different furniture, but you're in the same place, in history. To me, it was just a huge thing. I was like, I can't believe I'm in that studio. As a kid, when my parents would have the Tonight Show on while they were yelling at each other, and I was crying, I would watch that. Mm-hmm. And then you think, here it is, years later, and you're walking out on that stage.
That's just fucked up.
It really is just an odd thing. You never think it's going to happen.
It's fucked up to wrap your arms around.
Yeah.
I think it
was cool.
I think the couch and the desk are pretty much in the same place, too.
Yeah, yeah.
It looks like the same angle,
Yep.
right? Huh?
These little cutouts here is the same background that he's using.
It is,
like
right?
Background, and very cool, though. It was like a very, very cool thing.
It would be. I agree with you, but it would be very funny if you tried to share with like one of the light techs. Like you're about to go out, you're like, it's just amazing. I was a little kid, and here I am today. And he went, very interesting. 2 minutes.
Yeah, 2 minutes. Okay, 2 minutes. At the what was it? The stage director or whatever she is. Who was she that came down? She was the one that told us, okay, go out here.
Yeah.
She goes, here's where the curtain is.
Don't
pull it
bang
aside.
into this.
And then she goes, and there's a little bit of wall that sticks out here. She goes, don't bang into it. A lot of people do. And we're like, okay, all right. And Jimmy Fallon introduces us. I walk square into that wall. I hit it with my shoulder. Bam. Walked right into the goddamn thing like an idiot. I don't think the camera was on us at that point.
I don't think so.
But, yeah, ow.
Last night we ate at STK Steakhouse,
Yeah.
26 Little West 12th Street. They got locations in Miami, L.A., and New York.
Ah.
I just wanted to say that, Ed.
What a bunch of great info you got on that place.
That food was phenomenal last night.
Unbelievably good.
I stopped calorie counting because they have this bread. It looks like they put melted cheese on it or something, and then there's a green sauce you dip it in.
Oh, you kept going back for that bread.
Dude, I shoveled so much of that food in my face.
It was awesome.
I was also talking about dessert when all the desserts came to the table because I was like, I'd like to see a dessert menu maybe. I still got a little bit of room left in me. Let me have the dessert menu. And no dessert menu. They brought over like every dessert they had and just plunked it down on our table. And as I told everybody there, Jim, as I was shoveling it onto my plate, one of them, you were just yelling at everybody, give me that! Give me that one!
Gimme! Hurry up!
Gimme!
But our favorite was, because Jimmy has obviously arrived, our favorite was you talking to the cotton candy like it was Kenny.
Like it was Kenny's
Because he's
hair.
got the same, because the cotton candy is the same type of hair Kenny has.
Yes.
Nice and dry.
Dude,
awful.
The idea of sharing the desserts were amazing. I would never
Share desserts?
Never.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'll try it one, and then every one I had to just like dip half of. I was Gary Grady last night.
It was so goddamn
It was
good.
awesome.
And young Sam was with us.
Yeah.
Young Sam was with us, and when the waiter came over and was going through the specials, he was going through some stuff. And you know Sam is very particular with what he eats. He eats chicken fingers, pizza. He eats children's food.
Yeah.
Picture any 7 or 8-year-old child and what they like for dinner. And that's what he eats. He doesn't eat beef.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Anything like
He's
that.
never had a steak. Well, we made him eat steak.
Yeah, we
on our
made
show,
him one day.
Yeah.
So the waiter comes over and he starts talking about the specials, and he was talking about foie gras. And I just went over to the waiter. I pointed at him, and I'm like, "Oh!" I go, "Sam loves foie gras." That's and he's looking at me like he's smiling with that. No, I don't look on his face.
Yeah, but now the waiter was giving all his attention to
Now
Sam
he's-
to
yeah.
explain how great their I can't even say
foie
it.
gras.
Foie gras is.
Which is what the hell is that? Like goose
I don't know.
liver? It's goose liver.
Yeah.
It was. I ate a steak and something else. And, it was just like a celebrity hangout, apparently.
Oh, well.
I mean, who knew?
All right. We mentioned that, you ass.
What?
Well, the fact that Anthony Michael Hall
I forgot about that. He was there.
Oh, yeah, we already did that.
was at the table
story,
behind
so.
us, and I just hear, Jimmy!
Well, you know what?
And I thought it was a fan.
Here's a celebrity
And it
that
was.
knows me and Anthony, too.
Yes.
Kevin Smith.
Kevin Smith.
Hey, Kevin.
There he is. Look at Jimmy
doing, Kevin?
Gordon. Kevin Smith, how are you, my friend? Hello. Don't mind. I don't mind.
How are you? Good.
Have you been up all night?
What a great day.
Have you been up all night, too?
I'm wide awake. I have been. Our call time was like 7 o'clock, 7:30, so I've been at work.
And those
all
things
night.
don't end quickly.
No.
It's not like, you call us 7:30 and you'll be done by 10.
It just
no,
ended
doesn't happen
like
that way.
a half an hour ago, and it was.
Oh, my God.
I mean, it's not hard work. You know what I'm saying? But it's just.
It's tiring.
It's long. It's long. But still, you never feel like you could complain or bitch about it because you're like,
It's a great life.
what a fucking good life.
It's a great life.
It's insane.
It beats
It's
crawling up
crazy.
into an attic. I think MC Hammer might be on the Pix News today.
Oh, because this dude dancing.
I think
He's coming in studio.
He's a big Twitter
Jill's
guy.
got the pants
He
on,
tweets
too.
a lot, doesn't he?
Oh,
He's a big
boy.
Twitter dude.
I don't follow fucking
Yeah,
MC Hammer.
MC
he's
Hammer's
coming
going to
in.
be in
I follow
today.
you, man. I see you update a lot. I see all your things.
I go through stages, you know.
I see there's a rush. There'll be a rush of tweets.
Well, like we were on Jimmy Fallon last night, so I wanted to just.
How was that? I'm sorry I didn't see it.
I had a ball, man. We
Had
had a
a lot of
great
fun.
time.
And they shoot right here in town.
Yeah, right there.
Like you were saying, the old Johnny Carson studio when Johnny was in New
That's
York.
what freaked me
So-
out. Like I was watching. I'm sitting in there, and then we go into one of the green rooms, and there's a big poster up there of Johnny Carson, Ed McMahon, and Nancy Sinatra sitting on the couch and everything. And it was the old Johnny Carson studio when he was in New York, like fucking mega years ago. And it's the same studio, so I'm just kind of going, holy shit, man. As a kid, when my parents were watching Johnny Carson, this was the studio where he did it from. And I remember that as a kid watching Johnny Carson and Ed McMahon. And
Isn't that fucking cool? And then
it's
there
like-
you
now,
are years
there I
later.
am, years later, never thought you're walking out on that stage. It's the same stage, same place. It's like fucking that freaks you out sometimes when you think stuff like that.
It's the good life. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's amazing, dude. You're looking at that and you're going like, my parents used to watch this shit.
Yeah.
Now I'm sitting in the same thing they used
Same
to fucking
friggin'
want.
place. You know?
But this is where I was going. We did Jimmy Fallon, and we got a little mopping up to do with the Jimmy Fallon. Sam went backstage with us at Jimmy Fallon.
Oh, right.
And he put together
Remember
like
seeing
4 or 5 backstage
young boy
with O&A on Jimmy Fallon. So we didn't play these Friday because we just didn't feel like it. So we're gonna, mix these in today on today's show.
Good.
Here's the first one as we go to break.
And now, backstage with O&A, here is Primetime Sam Roberts.
I'm Primetime Sam Roberts, and we were lucky enough to follow O&A and go backstage with them as they made their first appearance on Late Night with Jimmy Fallon. We found Anthony first exiting hair and makeup and found out how he was coping with all the excitement.
We're here at the Jimmy Fallon show, and Anthony, you just went through hair and makeup. How exciting was that?
Very exciting. Very exciting. I'm here in the dressing room now. My own, by the way, private dressing room. Wow. Have you noticed?
Yeah, there's just room for one person, and it's just for you.
Don't make it sound so small.
Well, I mean,
there's a couple of people in here. Keith is here.
I'm here.
Don't make it sound like I got a little dressing room. Like, what does Betty White have? I bet she's got a huge... Yeah.
I wouldn't go back to Betty White's dressing room.
It might just depress me.
Yeah. Now, you're going to be on a real live TV show.
Yeah.
How are your nerves? Are you nervous?
No, I always took Luke Wilson, by the way, once. Let me tell you a humorous anecdote. You're going to love this one. I call him Luke. Luke Wilson, the lesser known of the Wilson brothers, but the one that can kind of hold it together a little better, his success and fame, and not drift into drug overdosing. Good friend of mine, by the way. He told me that if I ever have nerves going on these big talk shows, to down a few beers. So I took his advice and then added a little more. Iggy Pop told me to boot heroin. Okay. So I do that too. And a little Coke to take the edge off of that. And a baby aspirin.
Well, I wish you wouldn't. That's drug synergy
from the whole thing.
I guess that's good then.
Yeah, see, everything works out perfectly.
While we were getting the scoop from Anthony, the glitz and glamour of TV land continued to shine as actor-comedian Jim Norton stopped by to wish the boys good luck.
Jimmy Norton just walked in.
I want to interrupt the big interview.
Look who I'm talking to, Jimmy. Don't worry about it.
There we go. Jim Norton, this is an exciting environment. Are you ready to see Opie and Anthony on the Jimmy Fallon show?
I'm really happy for them. For me, it's old hat, but for these guys it's kind of special, and you know what I mean. I'm just here to support the boys and tell them what not to do.
Anthony seems nervous. Do you remember back when you used to get nervous?
Yeah, I mean, when you first start doing the talk show circuit, you start getting frightened and stuff, but then you realize you're just going to have fun with the host.
So what should I not do?
No N-bombs and don't say cunt, unless it's as an adverb.
Invaluable advice, Mr. Norton. Stay tuned as we continue to cover the O&A Jimmy Fallon adventure only on
Backstage with O&A. And now, Backstage with O&A. Here is Primetime Sam Roberts.
I'm Primetime Sam Roberts, and the Backstage with O&A reporters were live backstage with O&A as they prepared for Jimmy Fallon's show. We ran into Opie as he exited the bathroom arm in arm with Jim Norton.
Opie, were you just in the restroom?
I sure was, Sam. I sure was.
How are the bathrooms here at the Jimmy Fallon show?
They were terrific. I ran into little Jimmy Norton in the bathroom.
Oh, my. Did you guys leave anything in there?
Well, we kind of had a moment because we were both at the urinals, of course having 3 or 4 urinals in between us, and I started my leak and so did he, and then he stopped his leak, so did I, and then we both started up exactly the same time to continue our leak.
I think that's a good omen for tonight's show.
You think?
I think so.
Why is that, Sam?
Because you guys both had equal pisses.
All right, well, why don't you ask him something?
He's lying about the urinals being separated. We were urinal by urinal, and what we had the moment was, as he was peeing, and I heard him stop, and I thought he was nervous, so I put my hand on his shoulder, and I said, "It's going to be great tonight." And he said, "Thanks," and he put his hand on my shoulder.
I said, if you look down on my really nice TV shirt, I got an actual droplet of my urine.
Oh my gosh.
So I have to go back to makeup and have them scrub out my urine from my TV T-shirt.
You can tell.
I'm going to have them scrub out that urine droplet from my TV shirt. So I got to go now.
All right, bye. Good luck.
Thank you, Sam.
As Opie tried to fix his bathroom problem, we continued to cover the scene. Stay tuned for more backstage info from O&A on Jimmy Fallon, only on
Backstage with O&A.